Welcome back to Pitchside. Today we're talking about stewards, the men and women in Hi-Vis vests who guard the sidelines with all the zeal of nightclub bouncers but none of the glamour. Players may score goals, referees may blow the whistles, but stewards decide the real game. Whether you get to stand somewhere comfortable or whether you're about to be moved 3 feet to the left for no discernible reason. Stewards are everywhere. Their job is very simple: stop fans invading the pitch. But their hobby is making photographers miserable. Sit down too close to the line, they move you. Try to stand up, they move you. Look like you're actually enjoying yourself, they definitely move you. They're less security personnel and more sideline choreographers, arranging you like props in a very depressing ballet. Some stewards are nice. They smile, they nod, they even chat about the game. But others treat a high-vis vest like the One Ring from The Lord of the Rings. Absolute power, corrupting absolutely everything. You will be mid-shot, lens perfectly lined up, and a steward will step forward at the exact second of impact, blocking the frame. Which brings me to Steve. There's always a Steve, always. Is in focus even when he's not the subject. He's sharper than the ball, sharper than the goal, sharper than your hopes. You never ask for Steve in the shot. Steve doesn't care. Steve is eternal. Every stadium has unwritten steward rules. Don't cross this invisible line. Don't sit on that imaginary boundary. Don't breathe too loudly near the dugout. And none of it makes sense, but you obey. Because you have seen what happens when someone tries to argue. You have the dreaded conversation where 5 stewards gather to stare at your accreditation like it's a fake passport. Stewards always see when you're eating. You can spend an entire half crouched in the mud unnoticed, but the moment you sneak a bite of a soggy sandwich, a steward appears out of nowhere. You can't eat that here. You try to explain that you haven't eaten since 7 a.m., but rules are rules. You're not a professional photographer. You're a starving fugitive hunted by men in neon jackets. Stewards don't just control photographers, they control fans, or at least they try. In practice, this means waving their arms around ineffectively, while a group of drunk supporters sings insults about their haircut. And as a photographer, you can catch all of it. The chaos in the stands, the helpless gesture of the steward, the moment where Steve leans into the frame again, looking like he's posing for a staff photo. Stewards always dress for the weather. Hats, gloves, waterproofs. They look smug while you're soaked. But here's the truth. No amount of high-vis keeps out sideways rain. By halftime, they're just as wet and miserable as you, except they're being paid minimum wage for the privilege while you're not being paid at all. For all the frustrations, stewards are part of the fabric of football. They're in every stadium, every match, always there, always watching. Sometimes they help. Sometimes they ruin your photos. Sometimes they photobomb history. But without them, the sideline wouldn't feel like the sideline. And without Steve, apparently, none of your photos would ever be in focus. So that's stewards, the high-vis demigods who control where you sit, where you move, and how much of your frame gets blocked by fluorescent polyester. They are the referees of the sidelines, except louder, closer, and with more power over your sanity. Next time on Pitchside, the photo that never exists. Or how after 45 episodes of mud, misery, and Steve, we're still chasing the one perfect shot that probably isn't real, and why we keep doing it anyway. I'll see you tomorrow, same place, same time, one final round.